So again, I go away for like 4 effing days, and then the world just completely implodes. So here we are, highly prized. Well, really the only Vikings big time free agent signing this offseason. Michael Pierce, nose tackle from Baltimore, has opted out for the 2020 NFL season, citing COVID-19 concerns because he does have asthma. Now, I get it. It is a highly survivable, highly asymptomatic virus, but also when it's something to do with respiratory, especially someone who's carrying a lot of extra weight, you understand. You absolutely do understand. But it does leave the Vikings scrambling to a degree because they're going to lean on Pierce. I mean, Pierce was going to be the man in the middle who's going to replace Linval Joseph, may even be a touch better than primetime Linval Joseph when he got here from the Giants back in the day. So, I mean, the Vikings do have a problem on their hand because Pierce, for what it's worth, was the only true blue dyed-in-the-wool nose tackle that was currently on the roster. Now, there's a lot of hybrid guys. We'll talk about who's going to potentially step up and replace him, who is currently on the rooster, as well as some other potential options that are out there. So on the roster, Shamar Stephen is the most obvious answer, right? So Shamar Stephen has been here with the Vikings, spent 1 year with Seattle, but Andre Patterson loves him, plays some hybrid 3-tech nose tackle, plays on even fronts as well, and he does make the most sense, especially early on, knows the scheme, knows the system, especially early on. His first stint with the Vikings, he was primarily a nose tackle when he came in as a 7th-round pick out of UConn, so that does make sense. The coaches trust him. He's not great against the run, but again, the Vikings are trying to make the best of a bad situation at this point. Also, you got Jaleel Johnson, who frankly last year played a lot more nose than Shamar Stephen. If you look at the numbers, he played 136 snaps as true nose tackle last year, which is 30.6% of his work, had a career high 3.5 sacks. This is his 4th season out of Iowa, and when he was drafted, a lot of people, myself included, thought, all right, he's going to replace Sharif Floyd. He's going to be that 3-tech next to Linval Joseph long term, and there you go, Williams-Well 2.0. But they've sort of finesse, gone back and forth. Is he a nose? Is he a 3-tech? I think certainly, given the circumstances now, I think he will be a nose tackle going forward. So, I mean, unfortunately, like, this could be a massive opportunity for Jaleel Johnson stepping up. Like, he could be your week 1 starting nose tackle if they keep Stephen around as sort of a utility defensive player. Next up, so Armond Watts, who I think is a dark horse to win the 3-tech job. I think he's phenomenal. I think he deserves to have more of the time of day than they gave him last year as a 6th-round pick out of Arkansas. Now, a little bit undersized for a down-in, down-out nose tackle. I don't think he would be an every-down player there, but he did play a little bit of nose tackle, a little bit of 1-tech, 0-tech at Arkansas. So he could come in, say, situational passing downs. I think he certainly has a lot more stank, a lot more wiggle than Jaleel Johnson. So I think you could see Armond Watts playing some 3-tech on some early down work and maybe some 3rd down, passing down, NASCAR type package. You kick Armond Watts to the nose. Ooh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Also, free agent TBD. I don't think you're going to be pulling off any trades at this stage, because then you'd have a player going from another camp, going to your camp, so trying to mitigate the spread. Also, I think it puts a damper on signing free agents in the first place. So a couple guys out there. You got Mike Daniels, who's 31 years old, former Packer, played some nose there. Marcel Darius is hanging out there, former Bills, high draft pick. I think he's like number 4 overall, as well as former Jaguar. He's played quite a bit nose. He's only 30 years old. Snacks Harrison is a pretty obvious choice. Former Jets great, also the Giants as well as the Lions. Question is at 31, how much gas does he have left in the tank? I mean, if you just need someone to fill in against the run, I think he certainly could be that. And also someone who's really long in the tooth but has familiarity with Zim, Damata Pecco, who's 35 years old, did have some crossover with Zimmer in Cincinnati. I don't know. But also some other in-roster guys. I mean, I know everyone's going to say, what about Hercules Mataafa or Anthony Zettel or Jaleel Holmes? Well, they're much more 3-techs. I mean, they're basically... they're actually more like edge rushers playing 3-tech, but I don't see them kicking into nose. even in some specific sub packages. So I think those three, Shamar, Stephen, Johnson, Watts, are the options currently on the roster. I think they will have to stay on the roster because of COVID-19 concerns. So that's it. I mean, Stephen, fine. Julio Johnson showed a lot more promise in year 3. Armond Watts in certain situations, I would be down to clown for that. But yeah, like we said, the Vikings are going to have to make chicken salad out of chicken bleep with Michael Pierce opting out. But what are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments section below. You know what to do. Skull, production value.